topic is derivatives of functions in parametric forms. Derivatives of functions in parametric forms. Okay, so what is the meaning of this is, the functions, normally you have done explicit method and implicit method, right? That means you had gone through y is equal to something, function of x will be given directly and you are just differentiating and finding out what is y dash of x, or else it will be a combination of x and y, and there you cannot split as y equal to f of x. That means you have directly differentiated and collected the terms wherever you got your y, the derivative will have dy by dx, and you have collected and found out what is dy by dx equal to, right? Here what will happen is, you will have both x and y, but those x and y, both x and y will be a function of some other variable. That means that variable which is depending on both x and y, the variable which we will be taking with respect to the variable which we will be taking, which will be depending on both x and y, that is known as, that is here I am writing function of t, right? G of t means it is a function of another function of t which is equal to y, and f of t means it is another function of t. That means this t is known as the parameter. Okay, that's why we are saying that this is of parametric form, derivative of functions in parametric forms. That means x will be equal to f of something, function of, it can be theta, it can be t, any variable you can use, it will be there in the question, and that we have to, from that we have to find out, actually the purpose will be finding out what is dy by dx only, but now how we will find out, that is the main thing. Okay, now when you have x is equal to a function of t, we can just find out what is dx by dt. That means x is depending on t means dx by dt, right? So I suppose I got f dash of t, its derivative. Okay, and then from this one I can find out what is dy by dt only, because directly I cannot get, with respect to x I cannot differentiate. I can just differentiate with respect to t because here you have the variable to be t. Okay, so you are getting this to be, suppose, g dash of t. So in order to find out dy by dx, what I need to do is, first I will find out these two things, that is x equal to y equal to will be given in the question. You have to find out dx by dt and dy by dt. At that time that t will be acting as a, that is a function which is independent. Okay, how we do it, as it is with respect to x, in that way you have to do it here also. And in order to find out dy by dx, which is your final thing to do, dy by dx will be like, first you have to take this value divided by this value. That means dy by dt divided by dx by dt. You just see dt cancel, you will getting dy by dx. So this is the process which you have to use for your parametric form. That means derivative of the function in parametric form is done like this. First you have to differentiate this with respect to whatever the parameter is given, and then differentiate this with respect to that parameter, and then divide the dy which you got, that is the second thing divided by the first thing will give you your dy by dx. Okay, this is same as your g dash of t divided by f dash of t. Clear? So this is your parametric form. Provided the denominator should not be equal to 0. Okay, either it is f dash of x, if you are taking this definition, then f dash of t should not be equal to 0, or you can say dx by dt is not equal to 0. If you are getting 0, you cannot find out this. Again, for this one you have f dash of t should not be equal to 0. Okay, so this is the thing which you have to study, and we will use this in the problem. Okay. So example 34 is, find dy by dx if x is equal to a cos theta and y is equal to a sin theta. So the thing which you have to know is, this theta is acting as the parameter in this question, and a is only a constant. Okay, a cos theta, a sin theta, and in another question you have 80 square and 280. These are all actually parametric equations of some functions. Okay, a cos theta, a sin theta will be the parametric functions of a circle with radius a. When you say, okay, so for circle means any point will be taken as a cos theta comma a sin theta, because the circle's equation is x square plus y square is equal to, यहाँ radius is a means it is a square. So this will satisfy the x value and y value when you replace here, no, it will satisfy the equation. You just see, if x is a cos theta, you will get a cos theta the whole square plus y a sin theta the whole square is equal to a square. This will give you a square cos square theta plus, this is a sin theta. A square sin square theta is equal to a square. Here a square into cos square theta plus sin square theta is giving you a square into 1. So both the sides you have a square. That means this a cos theta, a sin theta is satisfying the equation of a circle with radius a. Understood? And center 0, 0. So this is known as the parametric equation of a circle. Clear? This is just for the information. Okay, we are not using these concepts here. I'm just telling how these equations came. Okay, now in order to find out dy by dx, what we need to do is, first we have to find out dx by, what is the parameter here? Theta. Right? So from this you will find dx by d theta, and from y is equal to a sin theta you will find out dy by d theta. Okay, so this will give you dx by d theta is equal to, a is a constant, cos theta's derivative will give you minus sin theta. So you are differentiating with respect to theta, that's why you will not have anything like d theta by something, okay, as we do in with respect to x. Here you have dy by d theta as a, derivative of a is constant, derivative of sin theta is cos theta. Now your purpose is to find out dy by dx, therefore dy by dx will be dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. Here dx by d theta is not equal to 0, so you are able to find out this. Okay, now substitute the value of dy by d theta, it is a cos theta. What is dx by d theta? It is minus a sin theta. A and a will get cancelled. Cos theta by sin theta will give you what? Minus, negative is there, so you'll get minus cot theta. So this is your answer. That means since your question x and y is containing theta, your answer dy by dx is also containing that theta. Okay. So dy by dx, even if it is dy by dx, it is in terms of theta only. Clear? So example 35 is, find dy by dx if x is equal to 80 square and y is equal to 280. Again, when I say x equal to 80 square and y equal to 280, this is also a set of parametric equations or parametric functions for the parabola. Which parabola it will satisfy? This is actually true for y square equal to 4ax. When you substitute in your y square equal to 4ax now, which type of figure you will get? Which side? Y square equal to 4ax is this one. So any point will have this form, that is 80 square comma 280. Okay, so t is here parameter. What is the parameter used here? T is the parameter. Okay. Now for y square equal to 4x, you just substitute and see. You will get 280 the whole square is equal to 4a into 80 square, right? This will give you 4a square t square, and here you will get 4a into a square t square. So it is satisfying. Understood? So this is known as your parametric equations or parametric functions of the given parabola. Okay. Now we have to find out dy by dx. So for that, x is equal to 80 square and y is equal to 280 should be differentiated with respect to t. So x equal to will give you dx by dt equal to, after differentiating with respect to t, and here you will get a is constant, t square as you do in your x square. You will get 2t, right? So it is 280. And here you will have dy by dt, which is equal to 2a is constant, t with respect to t you are doing. So you will get only 1. So that this is your 2a and this is your 280. Okay? And you need to find out what is dy by dx, which is dy by dt divided by dx by dt. dy by dt is 2a, dx by dt is 280. 2a to a cancel, you will get 1 by t as the derivative of y with respect to x. Okay. Example 36 is find dy by dx. A x is equal to a into theta plus sin theta and y is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. So this is the question given. Again, for finding out dy by dx, you will start with x equal to a into theta plus sin theta, differentiating with respect to, what is the parameter here? What is the parameter here? Theta. So you will get dx by d theta is equal to, a is constant, with respect to theta you are differentiating, that means this theta's derivative will be acting as 1. If it was x, you will write 1 now, like that. With respect to theta you are doing, that's why theta's derivative is 1, plus what is the derivative of sine, which is cos theta. Okay, sine theta is cos theta. Now here y is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. So dy by d theta will be a into derivative of 1 is 0, derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. So you have already a negative sign, so that you will get plus sin theta here. That means this is your a sin theta. Okay. So what is your dy by dx? It will be dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. Now dy by d theta is a sin theta divided by a into 1 plus cos theta. A get cancelled. Now again you can simplify this so that we will get a shorter answer. So 1 plus cos theta is what? 2 cos square theta by 2. In terms of theta by 2 angle, you will get 2 cos square theta by 2. Sin theta can also be converted in terms of theta by 2 as, this is taken as sin 2 theta. If it is sin 2 theta, you will write 2 sin theta cos theta. So here you will get 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So that 2 get cancelled. Cos theta and cos theta get cancelled. So you get sin theta by 2 by cos theta by 2, which is tan theta by 2. Okay. Next is example 37. You have find dy by dx. If x raised to 2 by 3 plus y raised to 2 by 3 is equal to a raised to 2 by 3. Here you cannot find any parameter, right? You cannot have any parameter here. That means we need to choose something so that that value of x and y is satisfying this equation. Understood? We have to choose x and y so that that value of x and y will satisfy this equation. That means while substituting x and y as something, you should get your answer to be a raised to 2 by 3. Now since you are getting a, in your x and y you should have some a. Understood? Now again whole square is there. We should see that in order to delete this raised to 1 by 3, we have to have something whole cube. Right? So for something whole cube, and your a should get that 1 by 3, a should not contain that raised to 3. So the term which you are taking with a should have the content of raised to 3, so that this 3 is getting cancelled. Now what is the purpose of getting that? Because when that 3 power of, it will have some power at 3 and whole raised to you are taking 2 by 3 means that 3 will get cancelled and square term it will become. And a both have the same a that you can take out, because in between you have plus sign, you can take out that a. So a should be like raised to 2 by 3. So whatever you are taking for your x, that should have a only, but the term which you are taking should have cube in that, so that that square plus the other one square should give you something, and that something is not here. That means only this constant is coming, so that it should be your cos square plus sin square equal to 1. So the answer will contain that a term and remaining will go as 1. Okay, so in that manner your x should be a into cos cube theta. Why cos cube theta? Sin cube theta, like that you can take. Okay, as we have seen in your circle, you have a cos theta comma b sin theta. That's why we are taking x as that cos and y term as your sin. Okay, so this will have cube by, because when you take the whole raised to 2 by 3, cube get cancelled and this will become cos square. Okay, and here again for y you will take a sin cube theta. Understood how to choose? Now when you replace here, what you will get in the question? A, instead of x you are writing a cos cube theta the whole raised to 2 by 3 plus y is a sin cube theta the whole raised to 2 by 3, right? This. Now when you substitute a cos cube, see you are substituting your x and y value as these two, and what you will get is, this will give you a raised to 2 by 3 cos cube theta the whole raised to 2 by 3 plus a raised to 2 by 3 sin cube theta the whole raised to 2 by 3, and here you will have a raised to 2 by 3, this will become what? Cos square theta, right? And this will become a raised to 2 by 3 sin square theta. Now you have a raised to 2 by 3 in common, take out, you will get cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is 1. So you are getting a raised to 2 by 3, see? So your value which you are choosing as your parametric form, that is giving you your answer in the equation to be satisfied. Okay, so we can choose this as the parametric form of the given equation, set of equations. Now what we need to do, so this is only a part of checking whether it is okay or not. You have to just take these two, then you find out what is dx by, in terms of theta, dx by d theta, sorry, you will get a into, what is cos cube theta's derivative? X cube's derivative is 3x square. So here you will get 3 into, instead of x you have cos, so cos square theta into derivative of cos theta will give you minus sin theta. Now again you have for dy by d theta as a into derivative of sin cube theta is 3 into, it will become sin square theta into derivative of sin theta, which is cos theta. Now in order to find out dy by dx, we need to divide the both. That means second divided by first will give you dx by d theta is equal to 3a, this one you have to write first, 3a sin square theta cos theta divided by minus 3a cos square theta sin theta will give you one sin cancel, one cos cancel. So here you have a sin theta and here you have a cos and a negative sign. So that this is your minus tan theta. Now again in the other questions you were having in terms of theta or in terms of t, that's why your dy by dx was also containing those parameters. But here in the question you have only x, y and the constant. That means you cannot stop here because theta was taken by you. So you have to replace this theta value. Okay, and how we will replace, we will just see. You have x and y here. So this x and y, you have sin cube here, cos cube here, and you have to find out the value of tan. Sin cube by tan cos cube will give you tan cube, right? So this is your first equation, this is your second equation, means if you are doing second, sorry, this is your second, first, if you are doing second one divided by first one, so what you will get, second equation by first equation will give you the right hand side as a sin cube theta by a cos cube theta is equal to y by x, right? Is equal to y by x. So that a is getting cancelled and you are getting tan cube theta is equal to y by x. That means what is tan theta? It is cube root of y by x. Okay. So we are just replacing the value of tan theta with minus cube root of y by x. So this is your answer. Clear?